Um, Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I think you all know me. I mean, if you have been here for a very long time, you know that I've been on YouTube for a very long time. You know, also I've been very inconsistent with videos that I am uploading on YouTube, but I am back on YouTube now, and I'm very serious about it. As a wise man once said, if you want to win in life, you have to take yourself serious. Because if you don't take yourself serious, nobody else will take you serious. So, what I wanted to talk about today is probably something that most people, Gen Z, usually do. And I think it's most of us. We usually as okay, so as Gen Z, we actually have a lot of ambition. I think so. We have a lot of ambition, and we have a lot of things that we are interested in. For me, for example, I am interested in making videos, YouTube, manufacturing. I am interested in hardware, software, all those sort of stuff. And in my life, if I look way back, I had a YouTube channel which it actually got to over 100K plus subscribers. But it got to the point where I had to sell the YouTube channel because at that point I just didn't want to do YouTube anymore, I guess. It got like there was some type of fame that actually got to me and I hated it. Not a lot, but just small amount of it. And there were this not kids, but like we were all kids. So they would just be coming to me like devil this and devil that. And to be honest, I don't know, it sounded so fake. Like, but how dumb am I to expect that fans or subscribers or people who have never even seen me in person, who don't know me personal, to actually have genuine feelings for me? That was so stupid. And I don't know, I when that happened, it kind of got to me, and that was just so over the fake caring, you know. And by that time I was making Fortnite videos, and so most of the time they'll be asking for V-Bucks, and I'll be like, dang, that's all they care about. That was so stupid. I was a kid though, don't judge me. But after I quit YouTube, I sold the YouTube channel to this one lady who also lives in my city, same city as me, for over $1,000. That was not a lot, but I was in high school by that time and a little dumb, and I really needed 1,000, so I just sold it. I'm not gonna justify selling a YouTube channel that has over 100K subscribers for just 1K, you know. But after that, I remember I started learning Python, HTML, and C++. I don't know if that's, I think CSS or something. Yeah, in high school, I started learning it probably when we were in quarantine. Yeah, I started learning that I could actually code, program, whatever, a landing page, and it would actually look so nice. And I did that for a while. Like I would stay up all night. I actually love coding, and that was the actually first time in my whole life where when I could actually enter a flow state with just working. I actually loved coding. I would just and mostly I started learning Python, and my first code was print parentheses hello world, and then parentheses whatever, with also the thing. And yeah, I just start coding. It took me a while, you know, but in three, I think it was 4 months. I actually knew a lot about Python. Not a lot, but I would say I was a beginner. But I was actually there with Python, and then I started learning HTML. But at some point, somewhere along the way, I just stopped. You know, I stopped coding. I stopped doing all those sort of things, and I don't know. You could ask me, what have you been doing with your life for the past 6 years? And I would tell you, I don't know. You could ask me, what skills did you actually learn? And zero. My communication skills sucks. My um active listening skills sucks. My trying to um yeah, trying to just bring whatever I'm trying to say sucks. So over time, I actually studied a lot of things, and then me and my friends went to start this clothing brand called Suprio. And the reason we failed is because, like, we actually did were a little serious, but at some point again, just somewhere along the way, we just stopped. We started a YouTube channel. Somewhere along the way, we just stopped. We started a lot of things, but somewhere along the way, we just stopped. And that's the point of this video. What I'm just trying to say is that if if you're interested in something, just don't quit. You know, at some point, people might actually come talk you out of it, saying, "Hey, you can't do this. You're not good enough for this." But you just gotta keep going, even when you feel like you don't want to do anymore. Because with coding, I there was something like I was actually coding, and I think something that actually kind of messed me up was the fact that I could not actually code a whole website by myself, you know, and it took a lot of math for coding, and I was just not in it. And I had a girlfriend by that time, so yeah, I really wasted a lot of time. And when I had a girlfriend, I kind of gave up on most things and just focused on the relationship, which is something that I should have done. I actually didn't focus on school. I would actually wake up very late for school. Yeah. But that's all over now. But yeah, just when you have a goal, try to actually cut all things off and focus on one single goal. Cut everything off. Elon Musk would actually spend over 18 hours or maybe over 12 to 16 hours a day just working, you know, just focusing on a single goal. And so there's me who have nothing going on. I don't have any stress about anything. Maybe I do a little, but I don't have like my life is just so chill. Like, you know, I don't have anything or any sense of urgency. So what I'm just trying to say is that I cut all things off. When Elon Musk is trying to focus, he cut all things off. He focus on one thing. Focus on one thing. And when you're focusing on one thing, make sure you're focusing on the right thing. Make sure you're focusing on the right thing because that actually matters when you're focusing on the right thing. And then once you're actually focusing on one thing, focus for a very long time on that one thing for a very long time because success isn't something that happens overnight. It's something that takes time and you have to give it a time. It's like a compounding of effect, you know? You have to give yourself time. And one thing that I would actually say or tell you is pick a few skills and for 2 years or 1 year focus on just learning everything that you can about those things, those two skills. Focus on what can get you there. Say, for example, right, you want to become better at something. Say you want to become better at coding. Focus for almost a whole 2 years or 1 year just coding, learning everything that you can about coding. I don't know if that was Bill Gates. I don't know who he was, but he said if you actually want to learn, if you actually want to learn something, you have to spend over, I think that was 11,000 hours on that thing, just focusing, practicing that thing for 11,000 hours. So you actually have to put in the hours. Make sure you counting it like a 9 to 5, you know. But the video is going on for too long, so we'll be back tomorrow.